Alright, we should be live. As promised, I'm back. Another Final Fantasy draft. Got my brother to work safely, and we're good to go. There we go. Well, we know it's not me, and I'm the 8th person. There we go. Ooh, Joshua. Also, Commander Creature Special Guest, Kuja. This is the Grixis Wizard Matters card. So he has to be on the battlefield. I can pay 1 if I do create a token that's a copy of that wizard. The token gains haste. Exile at the beginning of the next end step. Tap 5 untapped wizards I control. Target player loses 7 life. It's neat. The Eminence from the command zone, though, doesn't do anything. I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to grab Joshua, in all honesty. He's also very powerful, and he's only 2 colors, and he's a bit more open to what he can run. Like, with Kuja, I kind of really need to start grabbing wizard creatures. With Joshua, I can just take any white-red creature I want. Like, if I had taken Kuja, I'd probably have to take Intervention here. With Joshua, I can... Joshua's a 3-drop. I could take Phoenix down as a way to rebuy him if he doesn't get exiled, and that's super tempting, honestly. Because White-Red's not going to have a bunch of other ways to get him back. Freya would be fine. White-Red's a pretty aggro set of colors and has a lot of equipment to work with and a lot of equipment synergies. Afrida's fine. I think I'm taking the Phoenix down, though. Oh, that's the Wandering Minstrel. Excuse me. I'm a little tempted to take the Imperial Wall, or Imperial City of Arcades, Wall of Omens. It's a cheap play early that stops aggro beatdown decks from getting to me and draws me a replacement card, which buys me time to get Joshua online and possibly flip him. The other card in this pack that I'm really tempted is the Gallicat. However it's pronounced. I think I'm gonna take the special guest here. Not super feeling any of these, so I think I'm taking the white-red dual land here. In case Joshua becomes a splash. Like, I don't really want Light of Destruction. It's a bit clunky at 5 mana. I can take the Farseek. I can take Dreams of Laguna if I want to. Venturous Airship is not crazy. I can take the Aerith Rescue Mission. Maybe I do take that. Either locks down opposing creatures or gives me 3 bodies to work with. White-green is more the go-wide strategy, though, than white-red is. White-red is more about... it's the equipment deck, and then, if that fails, it's about going tall with the one creature wearing all the equipment and pushing through for damage. There's Sin, and that's ridiculous. If I had some White Mage's staffs, I could see running Minwu. Because the staffs make clerics, and then they would gain the counters just by existing. There's nothing else for me here. I don't need an instant ramen, and Sin is kind of all of the colors I'm not. So I think I take Minwu here, but I'm not thrilled. Like, if Sin were... I don't know, I wouldn't be running Noctis either. I'm trying to think like a 3-color commander that's in white. Or 3-color legend, well, 3-color commander. 3-color, like, balmy card that's partially in white. Yeah, Triple Triad is also not really what I'm looking for, but it's also, like, I don't want haste magic. That's not where I'm at. Not really feeling the rest of that pack either, though, so I'm just going to take the rare that's technically in my colors to avoid having somebody go, oh, you know what? I could try out Triple Triad. I should start drafting red. But I'm starting to feel like, oh, well, I was going to say, I'm starting to feel like the colors aren't open. Oh, Mom's calling. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. And I'm looking at Saz, who is very strong. If I don't take Saz, I'm actually just taking Magitech armor, as I don't currently have the equipment for the item shopkeeper. Saz is just so much better, really, than my white. Like, I could splash for Josh off of the Rabinaster and whatnot, maybe pick up green-white duel. I'm gonna take Saz regardless. I think he's exponentially better than Magitech armor. Alright. Like, the rescue mission, the Cloudbound Moogle, they're whatever. Minwoo's whatever. Taking green-red, I'm taking the Choco Kick here. Now, there's a battle menu to tempt me back, but there's also a Lightning Bolt, which is a pretty easy pickup regardless. So. Alright, there's a white-green land now. Not a whole lot of impressive green cards either, though. Like, I picked up the Saws, and now not much. Maybe the Wanderings. Might need to be some jank 3-color pile now. Now there's better white cards out of nowhere. Aurosite. That's okay. Another Magitech armor, which would have been pack 2, pick 1. I'm taking the land. I'm fixing for my mana. Alright, there's a Renoa now. Balam T-Rexer? Maybe. T-Rexer anyway. Not really an unexpected request deck. Alright. I have no idea what I'm doing just yet. other than playing Magic the Gathering. Yeah, triple red, I don't think so. I'd need so many more Precious Wanderings and like a Seek the Horizon. Don't get me wrong, I've got some very powerful rares here, but it's kind of all I've got going for me. Like, the rest of the deck is very questionable at best. The Wall of Omens probably doesn't make it. I'm probably red-green splashing the white for Renoa and Joshua and Phoenix down, so that gets back Joshua. But I kind of need some other stuff going on in the early part of the game to make that happen, and I currently do not have that, so. There's an Ochu. It's at least an early play. Trades for early aggro creatures, punches through for damage later. Wield the Gigantode. Four mana 4/4, not exactly the best, but can all be saws. I already have an Adventurer's Airship in the sideboard. I'm not sure about Laughing Mad either. I'd rather run, like, Guardian Force of Frit, Laughing Mad in this deck. Oh, there we go. There's Absolute Virtue. I just have to splash blue while I'm splashing white. We'll be good to go. See, there's even an Ice Flan to help me out. I should have taken Absolute Virtue, clearly. I think I'm running Tifa, but I might need her just as a 2-drop creature at this point. Kind of all over the place. That is not the green rare I wanted to open here. There is a Vanille, though. Vanille's real strong. The only red card is the Rapier. White cards are the Cat and Not Alone. So yeah, this is very easy Vanille. I'd probably be taking the land if not Vanille. Self-destruct. Weapons Vendor. Dragoon's Lance is real good. I'm taking the Lance here. The Wall of Omens. Like, the Lance does not have to come down on turn 2. It's good when it does. It's a 2/1 flyer. That can't block flyers on your turn. Or on opponent's turns, rather, but... There's a staff, finally. White's still the splash, though. I don't know if I'm just supposed to ride the Shoe Puff here. Is red becoming the splash? Am I white-green splashing red now? Lightning Bolt. Joshua. Right, this is Carpet of Flowers, right? Yeah. Not exactly what I'm looking for. 6 mana, 6/5. That's really hard to block. I think I'm taking the Ochu. I'm trying to figure out if I am actually white-green right now. There's like infinite self-destructs this pack. But I've only really got like the 1 T-Rexer and maybe the trigger from Renoa to push something really big. And then 5 or 2. Saz can pump something up really big. Saz isn't putting the counters on himself. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm grabbing one of those. Rescue Mission is not what I'm looking for. Town Greeter's not really great in this deck. Another, or a first dwarf, or a second Prisha's Wanderings. Honestly, with my mana base, it might legit be Prisha's Wanderings. The more I look at this deck, the more I think, I'm gonna need some fixing. Maybe, like, drop him. It's 2, puts me down to 22, -3, so 19. Give me the body that dies into another body. Because I have Renoa. Got synergies going there. I really don't want to speak Beaver. Alright. Do I want a 6-mana 6/5 top-end creature? I might legit want the 6/5 difficult to block creature as a finisher. More so than I want another 2. I need 2 more cards from my sideboard. Imperial City. Not Minwoo. Double white's not great for me right now, and I'm kind of missing stuff. It might be the airship. Because aside from Joshua, I'm kind of light on 3 drops that add to the board, and a vehicle at least would do that. The other option is Airship Crash, as a way to interact with powerful artifacts and enchantments in the set. That might be worth it. So 8, 8, and 4 for Joshua. I think I can go down 1 up a green. Because I can fetch the towns if I need to with Wanderings, so. Alright, it's not great. It's kind of janky, actually. We have a handful of powerful cards, a little bit of interaction, so. We're not going to be able to consistently lightning bolt something in like turn 2 or 3, but it's a good card to have in the deck regardless. Alright, I can work with this. Red source online just in case we draw Josh. Because we had an untapped green source on 2 if I drew Gardener instead. Alright, let's set up for Arasite next turn. They should block here, but they might not. Okay, that's fine. They should block because I'm free-rolling the attack to gain the 1 life, but there's a chance that they don't because they can't risk me having any of the pump spells and killing their 1/3. I'm going to exile that, not because I don't think they'll have something better, but because this lets us run out the X-Atom. X-Atmo. It is Atmo. I couldn't remember what the spider drone's name is from the big mission at the start of Final Fantasy VIII. Alright, 3/2 is not bad, because that does not block either of my things well. Right, they milled a stadium and a removal spell, so that's pretty good for us, actually. Think so. Okay, let's make it so that all of their creatures need to hang back if they want to be able to block. which makes Blitzball insane. Now, granted, they are in red and green, so they might have a way to kill Atmo here. Could suplex it. They could have their own airship crash. Alright. High 5 Chocobo. And a 2-2. Still don't have a good attack, though. And my guy is pretty relentless, so... Let's see if we can, like, wipe their board with this plus a Blitzball. Alright, them taking 6 is also good for me. Let's get Renoa down. Next turn, I can actually play the Dragoon's Lance and equip it to Renoa in the same turn. Yeah, they don't get a card draw because my guy's a 6 power. So yeah, there is a world where they just die next turn. Alright, that can buy back their enchantment. Next turn. They also get a loot this turn. Discard a land that cycles anyway. They didn't want to cycle it first. That's fair, but... Oh yes, send your largest creature at me. I was going to say, the most they could do is double its power here to hit me for 10. I can also airship crash the 5-5 here, so... Which creature I control. So I want to cast this first. Good to know they're getting priority. I'm gonna say, right now the easy block is on the Renoa. But yeah, then they're not really blocking the other guy. Ooh, this might be real good for me if they're... So the easy block was to put that on Renoa, but then they're quad blocking Atmo in order to kill it. Because right now this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I don't do anything... I lose my 4-4, and they lose the rest of their board. I think I'm okay with that, and they're still taking 7 down to 5, so let's see if they do something first. Let's make them pull the trigger on their trick. I want to make sure I get priority after this result, after they choose who they're targeting. So resolve that. Resolve that. So now it's 4, 5, 6. Let them draw and discard. Or discard and draw. They've chosen not to. So now... I can buff this, because it's 4, 5, 6 damage that it's taking, so... They need one more thing, otherwise they're losing basically their entire board. I'm trading Renoa for cover their entire board and almost all of their life total there. That out. Yeah, they got one more turn with the Chocobo, but even with Tifa's Limit Break, that's 15 damage. I'm at 24, so... They currently cannot block the X-Atmo, so... They need a removal spell for that first. And then for me to not hit my 8th land and make it an unblockable 6/5, or for it to get exiled, so they need to suplex it. Yep. Yeah, they're just so far behind on board right now. Alright. Have an okay start, not anything too crazy. I need another Plains and I'll be solid. Well, unfortunately I only have one mountain in the deck, and I don't currently have a way to go get any of my red sources, so... By the time that comes online, the Choco Chick might actually be a 3/4. Oh, Jesus! Well, I just died. I was gonna say, if they attack, I am 1,000,000% taking that trade. Alright. Here's the plan. I'm gonna attempt to trade my 2/1 for one of their 2/3s. Get a mountain and try and kill the other one before they can get another landfall trigger. I'm gonna go get my white-red source so that way I have access to both the lightning bolt and the Arasite. I was gonna say, there's a chance that they don't attack here, but I need specifically the white-red one. Alright. One down, one to go. Yeah, it's Lunatic Pandora, but... I kind of want to hit the Chocobo Chick with this because it coming back, like if they destroy the white Arasite, it's not coming back as anything relevant. And it gets me to the mana for Renoa next turn, or possibly the X-Atmo. Yeah, I think I'm doing that. There is an argument to be made for just Lightning Bolting the Chick and saving the removal spell that can hit anything. Because they clearly have, like, all of the colors. They could effortlessly pull out a Sin or something here. And I would not be surprised. Alright, let's get Renoa down, so that way we can start attacking them with scarier things. Untapped land gives me either of my two 6-drops. Go get him, Angelo. Actually, that was silly. I should have run out the... I missed a point of damage there. Because I would still be holding up the lightning bolt here. So they should be at 7. Or have felt forced to chump. Like, I ran out the Gardener ahead because I knew I needed the mana next turn anyway. And I wanted to get the extra point of power. Intervention. That's not very nice. Alright, let's kill their only blocker. Down to 7. Summon a nearly unblockable 6/5. That does not, in fact, let them block the 6/5. But then again, neither does this. Alright. Thanks, Saz. Thanks for showing up on time. Not even being sarcastic, he's like, no, it's okay, I'm here. You got this. I'm like, you're right, Saz. I do actually have this. My flying death robot. Doesn't fly because it has repulsor thrusters, it flies because it's part Dragoon. Knows how to jump really high. And that is actually on brand for that thing. It, like, catapults itself back onto the battlefield. Yeah. Alright. Like, everything in my hand is castable except for Atmo, and I want to draw some lands right now anyway. Alright, get in for 1. Play the staff first. That way if they have a suplex, they have to decide if they want to kill the staff or the creature instead of suplexing my... Yep! Instead of suplexing my guy with a death trigger. Missing land drops, though, is not the way to win a game. Well, if I don't draw a land, I was going to say I can just kill that with the kick and replay a land afterwards. You can have it. The Ochu's already cool enough. We are racing. On the bright side, even without a land next turn, I can Choco Kick, and then after the Choco Kick is resolved and nothing has been done, I can play the Blitzball Strike if I need to. Or we can just kick Vaughn and keep going. No, you may not. Cut you in half. Alright. Deck's great, Magic's great. When it's on mono red, and I miss land drops. They hit Prompto and their other color finally. That's actually probably scarier than Prompto. Like, Prompto's just a 2/2 on this board. Like, they might even be thinking about casting one of the other spells in their hand instead because of... because of how weak Prompto is. Alright, let's trade my 1/1 for a 2/2. Let's cast a 3/2 and see what I hit. At this point... Actually, I think I take the Phoenix down, so that way I threaten to trade Vanille for the 3/2, or for the 3/3 rather. I have to get her out of the way first. Yep. I was gonna say, like, if they just attack with Prompto, I would absolutely trade her off right now. Yep, that's an octopus. I am losing this game now. Because I can just spend 5 mana to equip. Or tap down my only blocker, but that's fine. Actually, that's better for me if they tap down my only blocker. Because my only blocker kind of sucks. Yep. Does give them 4 mana thanks to Prompto, too, so they could cast another spell on my turn. Alright. Neil comes back tapped, so there's no point in bringing her back before their end step. Alright. I think this gives me the highest chance to survive them while still putting them on a 2-turn clock. Because if they're killing Vanille... Oh, they just have that one. Okay. Yep. And now they can spend 5 and equip Ultros and hit me down to 1. And they're 1-off lethal from my Lightning Bolt with the Mountain. Wow. And they can just flash this back next turn and tap my guy even though it doesn't kill my guy. Oh. Hang on. Nope, we're good. Alright, so I have to wait until they go to combat, because if they play a cheap creature and attack, then I can't kill Ultros here. Or I can't kill the other creature, and it'll attack me for lethal with haste. Oh, right, to my face. I'm thinking they're gonna kill my guy. It's like, oh, right, that goes face. Never mind. I'm just dead. I was thinking it's like, okay, if they kill my guy with an untapped land, I still get to win, but it's like, no, it goes face. So, it's actually, what's its name? The one from Mirage that's 2 red and X at instant speed. Not Lava Flow. God, what was that one called? I can't think now. Alright, this is fine. Oh. Well then. Makes this a lot easier. That's Reno and Rude. I'm blocking Reno and Rude. No, not now. And they don't currently have anything to sacrifice. Plus, they would have to play the thing to have it available to sacrifice and still have the mana to cast my spells, so they're just exiling my top card. While that's annoying, by Precious Wanderings, it is not actually a problem here. 3/3 on the other hand, I'm not thrilled by. Alright. Yeah, this is fine. They will be able to sacrifice the bow if they want to here. So that's a little annoying. Like, if they just decide their bow isn't worth it, they might. I think I actually would. If it were my choice, if I had hit the opponent and I could trade the bow in for a fresh 2/2 without having to spend 6 mana to equip it. Okay. Oh, they have disagreed and they're gonna exile my Ochu. It's fine. Oh, right, Tifa's in here because I didn't have any better plays. Alright. Actually scrabbling for playables at the end there, so. 2 mana, most of the time, 2/2 Trampler. Like, she can't even get the bonus from Renoa unless I'm using an instant speed trick to put a land into play. I was gonna say, alright. Well, I'm taking 5 now, because I'm not blocking. On the bright side, they don't have the mana for most things. Yeah, they got my Atmo, though, so that's just gone forever. Alright. Alright, let's stabilize a little bit. They're down to 2 cards in hand. I had to use a premium removal spell on Renoa, so... hopefully this forces them to hang back, but... not super confident here. Just him. Alright, trade him for your trick. Hopefully the actual body too, yeah. Oh, and then kill him with Evil Reawaken. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty decent. It's fine though. Not special. I can do that too. Alright, Demon Wall is a minor problem. They played that pre-combat. Alright. I take 5, go to 9. Yep. I attack with Vanille first, because I don't think they want to block with their wall. I want to get it online. Like a 6/6. If they spend their whole turn turning Demon Wall into a menace creature or something. Oh, it's Anima. Hi, Anima. I would have to block with the 5/4 and the 4/4 and hope that I don't have Blitzball shot, so I think I do this. Because it's more likely that they block with 7 toughness worth of creatures instead. Alright, now for part 2 of my master plan. I've tricked them into losing two larger creatures, well, two medium-sized creatures for my one just slightly above medium creature. Alright, they eat two cards out of my graveyard because I've already proven I've got recursion. Yep. Do I have a bird I can go get? I don't, do I? Yeah, this is just strictly getting a land from my deck. Alright. Oh, right, Anima still has a turn of that. I'm sitting here acting like it. Wow. Okay. I mean, they've drawn three extra cards. The fact that they got to kill one of my guys there, it's not at all surprising, but wow, does it suck. Alright. So we pass the turn. They're gonna get to kill one of my things here anyway. Sorry, Angelo. Go get Renoa. Go to the exile pile where she wound up. So they're guaranteed to get a treasure this turn anyway. So if they kill any of my other creatures or offer a trade or something... Okay. Never mind. Anima's a 6/6 now, and I can't deal with that. I had... yeah, airship crash got milled by something. Oh, Vanille, right. And I've drawn another land. Okay. Alright, attack with Vanille. I was gonna say, because either they block and trade here... Fortunately, I don't really have a way to get them. Like, they're losing life to Anima, but... okay. I mean, my opponent's drawn, like, 5 cards off of Anima so far, so yeah, I'm just going to die. There's no realistic way of playing this game, but... Fenrir, alright. Like, I don't think Lightning Bolt will save me. Another Plains definitely does not. Okay, you got it. I can't block Anima next turn, and I can't deal 11 damage this turn, so... And they've already proven that they have absolutely no fear of... Well, I can block Anima, and then I die the other two creatures, because... Can't actually stop Anima. Alright, 2 and 2. Let's do our best. It's fine. The deck was not particularly great, but it did start off 2-0, so I was feeling pretty good about myself. But now we're 2 and 2, so we gotta scrap for one more win just to not be a complete failure. Alright, Saz, I might need you to show up, like, in time to do stuff this time, instead of just to cheerlead. Alright, man heard me. White Arsite, kind of a dead card in this hand, but... Also, Saz with Tifa. Like, that's one of my few ways to grow her, so... There's a very real chance... Alright, turn 2 Tifa, turn 3 Chocobo Kick potentially to kill something. So I take 2 points of haste damage. Alright, Tifa. Also, have not drawn a 4th land, so... Like, not even having drawn a Plains, have not drawn a 4th land here, so... And I kind of need one of those. Alright, in that case... Gonna kick Prompto because I need to buy a little time here. Like, we can deal with the Galley Cat eventually, but... Yeah, it's Steiner. That's not great. Do they have an equipment? Yeah, any equipment there is bad for me. Alright. Enough. Is it another artifact? Is it a problematic other artifact? Oh no, it's Laughing Mad. Good. That's a mildly problematic other artifact, because now I take 5 this turn instead of 3. I'm behind again. Alright, let's hit the cat and then deploy the wall. Slow them down a bit. Fortunately, it's only a bit. Oh good, they have an aura sight for my aura sight. And I need an airship crash. They did draw one of their things, though, so that helps a little bit. But none of my things currently have reach, so... I have to play out Renoa in order to get a second blocker here to hold off their ground forces, and then I'm still dead in 3 turns in the air. Basically them doing nothing other than just existing. So, I need to be able to kill the Aurosite. That's not a good sign. I block that, because it's the 1-1, and we want to kill the real 2-1s. Unfortunately, killing these 2 doesn't even shrink Galley Cat down, because they still have the equipment and the Aurosite. So... Yeah, I'm just going to run out of time before I get to do anything. That's second Steiner, too. That's terrible. Oh, that's a land, and lands don't save me from anything, so... Is there a world where they block Renoa for any reason? Probably not, but gotta do something here. Here's how you can have the bonus. Yep, just take the 4. That's the turn. Look, I'm not winning this game, so I gotta try and do something. Yeah, they're literally not even attacking with their other creatures to gain life or put pressure on me or anything. Alright, I'm at 1, which is not dead, so... kills the galley cat. Alright, so Saz attacks. He puts a counter on himself to 6, then goes to 8. Oh, I'm sorry, 7/7. That's still fine. That's still all the non-galley cats can't gang up on him to kill him. That's got them chumping. Alright. Leaving my red mana available. That's the turn. Alright. I'm hoping it's just Dancing Mad that they have here. Yeah. From their graveyard that's giving them priority. Or 10, 11, 12. That's not enough to kill them. Do we need to draw a creature to crew? You need to not chump here. I am leaving myself dead to any creature that they can cast to crew their vehicle, but I can't really not do that. I have to put some kind of pressure on them. If I give them time, they're gonna find a way to kill me. Like, I am so close to dead anyway. Like, anything that deals with any of my creatures kills me, even if I don't attack, so... Actually, that's not true. It's the same thing as them finding a creature to crew with, but yeah. They find a creature to crew with, and they have 4 bodies on board that can attack me. Yep. Alright, they just have to see it. They have to decide that it's worth doing here, too. Which, they have to. They're crewing their vehicle, so they're attacking with everything. Yep, okay. I got it. If I had a bird to get, like, any cheap bird, I might have been able to win that. I was so close, too. It's like, if I attack with Renoa and Saz and the X-Atom, it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 while they're at 16. But the problem is that they can block, and take 12 and then kill me on the crackback. At that point, because any one of their creatures was lethal, so they didn't have to block X-Atom, and yeah, maybe I did that wrong, maybe my math was wrong. Could I have done that, because I can't attack with the 0-4? Could I have forced enough chumps? I don't think so. I think I was one dead creature away from that working out for me. Josh, where were you? I needed you, man. I pack one, pick one, you. I stayed open to red. You know, I did all the things. And you couldn't spot me one game. Saz did everything in his power to win me that game. You, on the other hand... Oh well, I better go before Clive shows up to ask me why I'm talking smack about his brother. So... that's going to do it for me for right now, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.